George sends her love. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Today's going to be the toughest day. Prosecution case. They'll make you and what you did look as bad as possible, because it's their job. You've got to sit and listen. You can't say or do anything. Tomorrow we get to put you aside.
And when I do say something, keep it simple. Be brief, be polite, be factual. Just answer the questions. Don't give any information out without them asking for it.
Right. You'll be fine. That's a good time. Sober, responsible, no cartoon characters.
So if I wear the right tie, I'll get off, eh?
I'm saying appearances matter.
Maybe I should polish these shoes.
Don't tell me. The vital thing is that you keep completely focused.
You've got a visitor.
Hey. You alright?
What are you doing there?
Came up last night, stayed with Mac and Julie.
You need your family at a time like this, believe me. I've got to get off. Good luck.
Nathan, good to see you.
You are.
How's the journey?
It's fine. It took ages. You know what it's like on trains.
You shouldn't have come.
I had to. When Mac told me what was happening, right?
Convalescing, not travelling up and down the country.
Do you want me to go?
No, you might as well stay in over here. But it's not going to be fun, all this.
I don't expect it to be.
Give me your stuff, I'll take it to the room.
You okay?
Seems a bit fine. Everyone's like that. I'm sure he's glad to do.
So, you ready for this?
So, sleep.
There's nothing to it, babe. It'll be fine.
I'm so worried I'm going to say the wrong thing.
Just tell the truth.
Nathan, how are you?
Fine.
Nathan, Faith and I are witnesses to Bennett's grave.
Yeah. You were there, weren't you? I'm glad you're doing this. You'll stick up for it.
Dr. Kwame.
Ronnie?
We're in code number 5. Quick chat, I think, before we go.
This is my son, Nathan. This is Mrs. Webster, my barrister.
Is it all right if I sit in court?
Yes, fine. Shall we?
The Crown will show that Dr. Kwame, whilst entitled to detain Andrew Beeson, went significantly beyond what was necessary. And that amounts to an offensive wound. The defense case would be that any force used was in order to defend himself when he genuinely believed he was in danger of personal harm. The Crown argues that this doesn't after examination, given the number of blows struck and the number and the nature of the injuries Mr. Beeson sustained. It's true the complainant is of bad character, but the law says he is entitled to the same protection as anyone else. You, the jury, will have to decide whether Dr. Kwame used unreasonable force. The Crown's first witness will be the victim, Andrew Beeson.
Right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Oh, you look nice. Special occasion.
I'm having lunch with a man.
Oh, I know. Would that be the same man from yesterday? The one that looked a little bit like Heathcliff and works for Leatherbridge Council?
Oh, you knew.
Greg told me.
His name is Jake Payne, and he's a gardener. And he brought me these. Aren't they lovely?
Well, he's obviously keen.
Yeah, well, we're just having lunch, that's all.
It was in an alleyway. Dead end. I was trapped. And he attacked me, punched me in the face and fractured my cheekbone.
Did you hit back?
I couldn't, he was too fast. I had no chance. It's like being up against Mike Tyson. He hit me so hard, there was a dumpster there and I was thrown against it. I hit my back. And I fell to the ground and couldn't shout or scream. Couldn't even breathe. Then he kicked me. Broke my ribs. It was like a madman.
Can you tell the court how this has affected him?
I just keep seeing it over and over. Having nightmares.
Have there been other effects?
Yeah. The other injuries have healed, but my back hurts all the time. I'm on painkillers.
No further questions.
You were trapped in the alley. That is your exact word, Mr. Beeson. Is that a yes?
Yeah.
You also felt trapped when Dr. Kwame found you burgling his house.
I suppose.
And when you were trapped in Dr. Kwame's house after you broke in and Dr. Kwame caught you stealing his and Miss Walker's valuables, you were quite prepared to use violence to fight your way out, weren't you?
No,
I'm not against Dr. Kwame, of course. You may actually get hurt.
I didn't attack her, it was an accident.
You pushed her so hard that when she fell, she cut her head open.
It wasn't deliberate.
But Dr. Kwame saw you assault his girlfriend, didn't he, Mr. Beeson? Again, you're nodding. Is that an agreement?
Yeah.
You were desperate to escape by any means necessary, weren't you?
I suppose.
And when Dr. Kwame pursued you into the alley, when you were trapped again, he had every reason to believe that you'd use violence again, didn't he?
I wasn't looking for a fight, I didn't want any trouble.
Please, Mr. Beeson, you were burgling Dr. Kwame's house, were you not?
Yeah.
While he was there?
Yeah.
So, what were he and Miss Walker supposed to do?
I don't know.
Well, hand over their valuables with a friendly smile. Offer you a cup of tea, perhaps.
Mr. Webster, you have made your point. Move on, please.
Your Honor. Miss Walker?
Hey. You're on.
I don't know where to go. Which courtroom was it?
Don't worry, he'll show me.
What you coming to the court?
Not till I've given evidence, sorry.
You are Miss Faith Walker of 11 Blackmill Grove, Ludgate.
Ms. Walker, can you speak up, please?
I'd like to take you back to the night in question. Could you tell the jury exactly what happened on the evening of... Miss Walker, are you all right?
Miss Faith?
Your Honour, I don't think this witness is in a fit state.
No, I agree. We'll hear Ms. Walker's evidence later in the day, assuming she recovers. I'm going to rise now, Miss Derham. No doubt you'll keep me informed.
Your Honour.
All right.
Here, drink this.
I'm okay.
Yeah, hold. What happened to you?
I fell apart. Won the question and I went to pieces. All right.
Just asking. Right, so it's got to come on the record. Yeah, I'll come back to it.
I must have had some sort of panic attack. Oh, I feel so stupid.
Hey, it happens to all kinds of people, Ben. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen to me. I'm not that weak. And I haven't helped Ben. If I go back in there now, they're not going to listen to a word I say. They'll just think I'm this stupid, hysterical woman.
They won't think that.
I haven't helped Ben at all.
Well, I know it sounds horrible, but you're not here to help Ben. Just like you're not here to condemn him. All you can do is tell the truth.
I'll twist everything I say.
What are you doing? I thought you were on his side.
Nathan.
You're supposed to be helping him, not doing the dirty on him.
I don't have a choice. I have to be a witness for the prosecution, otherwise I'd be in contempt of court and I'd go to prison.
No, obviously not. I'm a prosecution witness too, Nathan, just the same as Faith. It's not easy for us either.
I have to go to prison.
It's an horrible place, this. Don't let it get to you. The only people who like it are the lawyers. I hate coming here, Hardy. I should have been here 2 hours ago, but one of my kids is ill. I had to get my mum to babysit. You know what it's like.
Imagine I do have kids now.
What you in for? I'm joking. You don't look like a criminal.
No, I'm a witness.
Are you scared?
No, it's not just that. What do you do when you're not sure who's in the right? When you really care about someone, but some of the things they do.
I know what you mean. My husband, he's lovely. He's been in trouble loads of times. Thieving. He gets things for kids, for me. He just brings stuff home. I don't dare ask him where he gets it half the time. Still, I want to be here to support him.
Is that why you're here? Is your husband in court?
Yeah. But this time he's the victim. GBH.
He's the victim?
Okay, he was robbing someone's house, but the bloke went mentally. I killed him.
Andy Beeson? You're Andy Beeson's wife?
Yeah. Who are you?
I was in the house that he robbed.
So it's your boyfriend that's a psycho?
No, he isn't.
Even you think he is. He's just admitted it.
We never asked for any of this to happen. We never asked to be robbed.
Andy's been sent down for 3 years. He's been punished. But your bloke's done something worse and he's going to get off. Just as a doctor. I understand some stupid things. But at least he's never put anyone in hospital. You're a witness, eh? Well, you tell everyone the truth. Tell them that your boyfriend nearly killed someone.
Oh, morning surgery, it'd never end. Be off to the courts later.
Do you want to look?
No, it's okay. Jake said he'd drop me. I can meet you outside if you like that bridge.
He hasn't whipped you off to Acapulco. Oh, I know, it's not a date, it's just lunch.
Oh, yeah, just coming.
You're right, okay.
Heathcliff.
Nothing. Just a private joke. Mum?
So, this is the greenhouse. What do you think? You know, if you stand really still, you can actually hear the plants growing. Well, not really, but it feels like you can. I don't know what you eat, so I've got a bit of everything. There's tea in the thermos, and is this okay if you'd rather go to a pizza place?
No, this is lovely.
So, well, just help yourself to whatever you want.
I will.
Is Faith okay?
Fine, yeah.
You sure you spoke to her?
Yeah. I've been looking for you everywhere. Thought you'd done a runner.
No, I need to come outside, get some air.
You have any lunch?
I'll get a sandwich.
It's going really well in there, isn't it? Your lawyer's really good. Made the defendant look a right idiot.
Nathan, I am the defendant.
The burglar, I mean. Come on, he's the real criminal. But I reckon when this is all over, you should get away for a bit. Come down to Newquay. You can have a walk on the beach, go for a swim. I could even teach you how to surf.
Yeah, that's if I'm not in prison.
You won't be.
Nathan, I'm glad you came, okay?
Then why didn't you tell me? Or were you ever going to tell me? Come on, I had to find out from Mac and Julia.
Well, I didn't want to worry you. That's the last thing you needed, all this stress.
Yeah, but what's the real reason?
I felt ashamed.
And you thought I'd be ashamed of you?
Yeah. It's not like I'm being the greatest role model, am I?
I'm not ashamed of you, Ben, okay? No matter what you've done. I'm proud of you. Come on, man. Let's go back inside. I'm sorry. What I said, it was stupid.
It's okay. Is Ben all right?
Yeah, we had a talk. He was asking after you, actually.
Do they want me to...
No, not yet. I'm giving my evidence next, then it'll be Dr. Robinson, then you. Hang on here.
Nathan, just say no, yeah. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you.
No, I've not spoken to her.
You interviewed Dr. Benjamin Kwame in the presence of his solicitor, Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
And this is a transcript.
Yes.
Perhaps even throw yourself into the favourite part of Dr. Kwame.
Certainly, madam.
Dr. Kwame had been cautioned. You asked everyone present to state their names for the tape. And then you said...
Ben, you do realise that Andy Beeson's made a complaint of GBH against you?
He burgles my house and he wants me charged with a crime.
You chased after him and gave him a beating, he says.
I didn't give him a beating.
Then how do you explain his injuries?
He threw a punch at me, and I responded. Yeah, we had a fight, but he started it.
He threw the first punch, then how come you weren't injured?
He missed. You know the first thing about fighting.
And you do?
I box in my time.
I'd like to talk to my client alone.
That's up to your clients.
I hardly think it's relevant what sports Ben played.
No, it is relevant.
Ben.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, okay?
I box. I also go swimming. I cycle. I go to the gym. It's not about getting into fights, it's about keeping healthy. But obviously, because I box, I know how to fight.
Obviously.
Boxing isn't just about punching someone. It's a physical discipline. You have to understand the science of it.
So your fight with Mr. Beeson was about the appearance of science?
The people who cause real damage are the ones who lash out and don't have any technique. They're the ones who kill people because they lose control. I wanted this man to be arrested for what he'd done. I had to stop him. I didn't want him to get away. I didn't lose it. I was in control. I knew exactly what I was doing.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yes, Dr. Kwame. You knew what you were doing, all right. Breaking Andy's cheekbone and 3 of his ribs, still at least you were fighting by the Queensberry rules. I'm sure that's a comfort to him.
I'd really like to talk to my client alone now.
Mr. Webster?
No re-examination, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the Crown now calls Dr. Greg Robbins.
Dr. Kwame had no injuries, except for some bruising to the knuckles of his right hand.
What might have caused this bruising?
It could have been any one of a number of things.
Might those things include the kind of injuries caused by a fight?
They might, yes.
Thank you, Dr. Robertson. No further questions.
We had lunch in his greenhouse. It was so romantic.
Always sounds it. Oh, Greg. How's it going?
All right, I think. Played some M&R just on the...
Oh, don't remember. You saw him, didn't you, Greg? It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's lovely.
Let's pick me up later.
Look, I've got to get back soon.
Oh, I sent you a text. Oh. You go on, I'll just be a minute. I was thinking of a quick call.
Okay.
Ms. Walker, I'd like you to tell the jury in your own words what happened.
We were in bed and we heard a noise. Ben said he'd go down and see who it was. He went down and I got dressed and I followed him. I went in and the burglar was there, in the kitchen.
By the burglar, you mean Mr. Beeson?
Yes. He'd picked up my handbag, Ben's mobile and his wallet, and he had them all in the holdall. He was trying to get out the back door, and Ben was trying to stop him.
How was Dr. Kwame stopping Mr. Beeson from leaving?
Well, he stood in his way, between him and the door. There was a scuffle.
A scuffle? Can you be more specific?
Well, that they were pushing each other. The burglar broke away from him. By then, I was in his way. The burglar's way, I mean. I was between him and the door, so he shoved me out of the way. I fell, I cut my head, and Mr. Beeson ran out.
And then what happened?
Ben had seen me fall, and I just wanted him to know I'm okay. And then he ran out after the burglar.
Please, Miss Walker, go on.
Okay, I'll come out and see you. Nathan.
Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, I've just got to sort something. Give me 2 minutes.
I'll be here.
Sarah. Okay, something happened.
Yeah, look, I can't see you anymore. It's not you. You're a lovely bloke and you'll find someone. It's just not gonna work. I'm so sorry.
I was running after them. They were both ahead of me. And I couldn't see them until I got to the alley.
And when you got to the alley, what did you see?
They were both there.
Did you see any physical contact between them?
I saw... It was a fight. Mr. Beeson fell to the ground, and I saw Ben kick him.
Dr. Kwame kicked Mr. Beeson when he was on the ground?
Yes. I was shouting, stop.
At whom was that directed?
Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Were you shouting at Mr. Beeson to stop? Or were you shouting at Dr. Kwame to stop kicking Mr. Beeson, who at this point was on the ground?
It all happened so fast. The robbery, the fight. I just think I wanted it all to stop. I wanted them both to stop. I think I was screaming at both of them.
No further questions.
How's it going? Has something happened?
No, Faith's given her evidence. She's a prosecution witness. I know she has to be, I don't blame her, but I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah, well, what about Ben? News you in there?
Yeah.
Come on, it'll be okay. I'll come with you.
First of all, Miss Walker, are you sure you're well enough to continue after your upset this morning?
Yes?
Well, if it's too much for you, you must say.
I'm fine.
I want to take you back to the start of this incident. Now, you say you were in bed when you heard an intruder in the house.
Yes.
Must be a terrifying situation for anyone.
Well, I would have been much more scared if I'd been on my own, but Ben was there. I knew he'd protect me.
So he went downstairs to tackle the intruder.
Yes. And I followed.
You both found Mr. Beeson in the kitchen.
Yes.
You both saw that he'd taken your bag.
Yes.
And Dr. Kwame's wallet and mobile phone.
Yes.
Mr. Webster, I presume you're going somewhere with this line of questioning?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may continue.
Oh.
Mr. Beeson tried to leave, but you were standing in his way at this point.
Yes.
So he shoved you aside, causing you to fall and injure yourself.
Yes.
Having seen that, Dr. Kwame pursued him outside.
Yes.
Why not call the police and let them deal with it?
The police wouldn't have done anything. I mean, the police would never have got there in time. And Mr. Beeson would have got away. With everything.
So, Dr. Kwame took action to try and prevent this.
Yes.
In other words, he was thinking of you.
Yes, I ran out after him, and I wouldn't have done that if Ben hadn't been there. I'd have been too scared. But as it was...
You felt Dr. Kwame would protect you?
Yes, that's what he was trying to do.
You found him in the alley. Now, you described what happened. What was your state of mind at this point?
Angry, shocked, distressed.
Shocked. Is it fair to say you were in a state of shock?
No, not really.
You had just had a blow to the head, hadn't you?
I wasn't concussed, if that's what you mean.
But surely you were still coping with everything that had happened.
Look, I know what I saw.
Are you sure, Miss Walker? It must be very difficult to reconstruct with any real certainty.
Whatever Ben was doing, he was just trying to protect me. It's like when Liam...
I'm sorry. Who's Liam?
That was something completely different. That was another time.
Another time?
New consultant Lola stirs things up at Holby City with her unique style of leadership. That's tonight at 8 on BBC1. And that's